In the empire of rides where legends are celebrated and the roar of engines tells timeless stories, there exists a motorcycle that carries the spirit of American muscle in its purest form. Welcome to Ride Empire, and today we uncover the bold and powerful tale of the Victory Judge in its striking red glory, a bike that redefined what it meant to ride with attitude and power. The Victory Judge was introduced in 2012 by Victory Motorcycles, a brand under Polaris Industries. At a time when Harley-Davidson dominated the cruiser market, Polaris wanted to show the world that American muscle was not limited to cars alone. They wanted to prove that a motorcycle could carry the same fire-breathing soul of a muscle car, the same explosive torque, and the same presence that makes people stop and stare. Out of this vision was born the Judge, a motorcycle inspired by drag racing and the American hot rod culture. Here on Ride Empire, we don't just talk about bikes, we dive into their stories, and the story of the Judge is one worth telling. From the very first look, the Victory Judge in red makes a statement. Its muscular frame, wide tires, and aggressive stance immediately demand attention. This is not just another cruiser. This is a muscle motorcycle that looks ready to launch itself off the line and leave everything behind. With its hot rod-inspired design, deep fenders, and that eye-catching red paint shining under the sun, the Judge looks less like a machine and more like a beast waiting to be unleashed. Beneath this bold design lies the heart of the Judge, a massive 106 cubic inch Freedom V twin engine delivering an impressive 113 pound-feet of torque. When you twist the throttle, you don't just accelerate, you feel a wave of power that surges through your body. This bike was never about chasing top speed records. Instead, it was about pure, raw, unfiltered acceleration. The kind that pins you back in the seat, makes your heart race, and reminds you why we love muscle in the first place. On Ride Empire, we call this the heartbeat of true American engineering. Unlike many cruisers that leaned into nostalgia, the Judge carved its own path. It was modern, aggressive, and unapologetically bold. The low stance, drag bars, and forward foot controls created a riding position that felt ready for the strip. The moment you sat on it, you knew this wasn't just a cruiser for Sunday rides, this was a muscle machine built for dominance. On the open road, the Victory Judge delivers a ride that is both commanding and smooth. Its stability at high speeds is unmatched, and the wide tires grip the pavement with absolute confidence. Despite its muscular build, it's surprisingly manageable in city traffic. The riding posture blends comfort with aggression, making it suitable not just for short bursts but for long-distance cruising as well. That balance between raw power and everyday usability is what makes the Judge such a unique part of the Ride Empire. The details make it even more special. The 16-inch cast aluminum wheels wrapped in chunky Dunlop tires, the sculpted tank that flows into the seat, and the minimal but practical instrument cluster all combine to give the bike a perfect mix of form and function. Every angle of the Judge showcases strength, style, and confidence. And in red, it goes from powerful to unforgettable. Red has always been the color of speed, fire, and rebellion. On the Victory Judge, the red paint amplifies its presence, making it not just a motorcycle, but a symbol of passion and freedom. Sadly, the story of Victory motorcycles didn't have the long future enthusiasts hoped for. In 2017, Polaris made the difficult decision to shut down the Victory brand and focus on Indian motorcycles. With that, the Judge and its siblings became part of history. But here at Ride Empire, we know that legends never die. The Victory Judge continues to live on as a cult classic, a rare gem that true muscle lovers admire and respect. When you see a Victory Judge on the road today, especially in red, you're witnessing a chapter of American motorcycle history that dared to stand apart. You're seeing a bike that challenged the giants, carried the DNA of drag racing, and brought the world a fresh definition of what muscle on two wheels could be. For those who own one, the Judge is not just a ride, it's a statement, a declaration of individuality, power, and style. The Victory Judge reminds us that motorcycles are more than machines. They are emotions on wheels. They are the thunder on the streets, the rebellion against the ordinary, and the joy of freedom under the open sky. This is why at Ride Empire, we celebrate them, not just for what they were, but for what they make us feel. If you ever get the chance to ride a Victory Judge, don't hesitate. Twist that throttle, hear the roar of the Freedom V twin, and feel the rush of torque that only true American muscle can deliver. It won't just be a ride. It will be an experience, A memory, a story you'll carry with you forever. Because some rides aren't about reaching a destination. Some rides are about embracing the journey, the sound, the power, and the freedom that makes your soul come alive. This was the story of the Victory Judge in Red, a motorcycle that carries the heart of American muscle and the spirit of rebellion. And this was Ride Empire, the home of legends, power, and passion. Until next time, ride hard, ride free, and never forget, the empire of rides never sleeps.